Hi loves, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a full face makeup tutorial on this look that I created right here using a bunch of new products that I recently picked up from Sephora. So majority of the products, you guys, that I did get is complexion products. However, I did want to add my eyeshadow portion in today's video as well, and to do that I used the Plouise Wet n Wish palette. This palette is not new at all, you guys, but it is new on my channel. I did feature it in another video that I did using another Plouise palette, but I just showed you guys the palette that I got. You guys didn't get to see how it works or anything like that. So yeah, this is what I use for today's look. This is what the palette looks like in the inside. You guys will see what this palette looks like more throughout the eye portion of the video. But yeah, you guys, this is literally gorgeous. I have been obsessed with this palette. Honestly, you can create so many different neutral looks. Literally perfect for a wedding day. I mean, that's what the palette is called. It's the Wet n Wish palette. So yeah. But other than that, you guys, I have been accumulating some makeup from Sephora. I literally put everything in this bag right here. I did state in the video that I did try out the Fenty Soft Lit foundation, but I just did not like it at all, you guys. It was just not for me, and I just didn't even bother trying to record it and make a video on it. So I just decided to just pass on that foundation. But yes, like I said, majority of the new products that I did get is complexion products. So yeah, you guys, if you would like to see what I got from Sephora and how it works on my skin and everything like that, then just continue to watch. Okay, you guys, so now we're gonna move on to the face portion. So being that I had got majority of new face products, I decided to just do a talk through for this portion of the video. So yeah, so the first thing that we're going to be using is the Caliray So Blown, what is this? The Blurring Collagen Peptide Primer. I've heard nothing but really good things about this, so I decided to just go ahead and pick it up. I really do like blurring primers, so I have a feeling that I am going to like this. It's definitely an interesting texture. It's like, it's thick but lightweight on the skin. But I like how it feels. It's definitely blurring, like very blurry. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit before I go into my foundation. So for foundation, I did not get anything new. I know that the Fenty foundation just came out. It is the soft lit one. And I actually did pick that foundation up, you guys, but I did not like it at all. I couldn't really find a shade that was gonna actually match me. I am in the shade 410, actually 420, but you know that the Pro Filter Matte foundation, the first one that they came out with, oxidizes, so I get a shade down. As you can see, I have a bunch of dark spots and hyperpigmentation, so foundations that give a more natural finish is just not really my thing. So yeah, I just decided to go ahead and use a foundation that I haven't used on my channel yet, so that way it's still kind of new, I guess. And another reason why I say that this is kind of new to me is because I'm actually going to be doing a combination. I've really been loving trying to test out foundations with other foundations to see if it just gives me like a really nice finish. I just recently did that and I fell in love with the combination, so I decided to just go ahead and try to do that for this video. So the two foundations that I'm going to be using is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. This is in the shade 71WY, and I'm going to be mixing that with my Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation from NARS. And this one is in the shade Macao. So yeah, you guys, I'm just going to take one pump of each and just mix that. This is gonna be enough, but this might be enough for just like one side of my face. I do have a pretty large face, so yeah, hopefully this works out. I'm liking how the shade is looking so far, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. The Urban Decay foundation is a little bit on the warmer side. This is definitely perfect for like my summer shade. So now that I have that dotted out, I'm just going to blend it out. Yeah, so this is definitely more on the warmer side. Macao is actually like my perfect shade, but like I said, for the Urban Decay one, it is more on the warmer side. So I really like the finish a lot, actually. I do have really dark spots right here that I had to go over just one more time, but it definitely is buildable, so I just went ahead and did another thin layer and it did cover it. So yeah, I'm just going to apply it to this side of my face, and it seems like one pump of each of the foundations is enough to cover my entire face. It may be even a little bit too much. So yeah, next time I'm definitely just going to do half of a pump for both foundations because I definitely didn't need this much. So I want to say that the Urban Decay foundation is a little bit more on the matte side. So I am just going to let this sit on my skin up for a little bit just to see if it adds a bit of coverage, and just go ahead and blend it out. Hopefully it does not dry down too much before I decide to blend it out. But yeah, we're just gonna see if it gives more coverage doing it in that method. Definitely say that it gave me more coverage doing it that way, so I kind of know what time to give the foundation to dry down a little bit before I blend it out. That way it is not pretty much drying down too much to the point where it gets hard to blend out. So yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. The shade is definitely a little bit off. This is definitely more towards my summer shade, which I haven't really been outside lately since it's been hot, so I haven't been really getting darker. But I will say that this foundation does lean more towards my summer shade. I will say I do have a difficult time finding my foundation shade with Urban Decay foundations for some odd reason, but yeah, I feel like this will still work, especially when I apply my concealer and everything like that. Which, speaking of, we can move on to concealer right now. I ended up picking up another Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Retouch concealer. I really didn't care for the hydrating concealer, so I just decided to skip that. And yeah, so I do have the shade 370. I've had this concealer for a while now. I just stopped using it for some odd reason. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back to that, and I ended up picking up another shade. This is in a shade 110, which is very, very light, so I like to use that for brightening. So yeah, we're just gonna go into 370. And I really do like the texture of this concealer. I don't know if it's gotten thicker over time because I've had this concealer for a very long time. But I do like the texture of it. It seems really thick. So I'm hoping that it's going to give me nice coverage. Like I said, I have not used this concealer in so long, so I can't even remember if I do like the concealer or not. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that sit on the skin just for a little bit, and then we're gonna blend it out. So that did take me a little longer than expected to blend out, so I'm not gonna let this one sit on my skin. I just applied it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that out. Which I'm very curious to see how my new concealer blends, because you guys, this concealer is very thick. Like, I truly feel like it's just gotten thicker over time because I've had the concealer for so long. I'm probably not even supposed to be using this on my skin at this point, but I'm definitely curious to see how like a fresh new concealer feels. And if it's the same, then I feel like I should be good. But yeah, this is definitely different. Okay, so now I'm going to take my lighter concealer. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to do which, yes guys, definitely in my opinion, the concealer is thick as well as like a new fresh concealer. So I feel like we should be good. It's just funny because, like I said, I did have the 370 already in my collection. The only concealer that's new is the shade in 110. But it literally feels like I'm using this concealer all over again because I could not remember to save my life if I even liked the Fenty concealer. I feel like I did. It was just, I was trying out different concealers, and you know how sometimes when you have like a big collection, you just forget about certain products. So yeah, I feel like that's what happened in this case. So I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight the rest of my face. Okay, so I don't have anything new as far as a cream contour, so I'm just gonna go into my Black Radiance Color Perfect foundation stick, and I got the shade Chocolate. So I'm just going to blend that out, and I like to use my foundation brush because there's leftover foundation, so it's going to basically blend a lot better. And I make sure I really take my time to blend this out. It's nothing too crazy. Okay, so the liquid blush that I'm going to be going into is not anything new. This is the Juvia's Place Blush Liquid Blush in the shade Dahlia. And this is what the shade looks like. Very pretty, you guys. It's a very, very deep burnt orange, and I'm going to actually go into one of my House Lab blushes. So just to backtrack a little bit, you guys, like I said, I did get the Fenty concealer. That was something that was kind of considered new, but I also got the Makeup by Mario concealers. I got the shade, what is it, 380, and I want to say this one is 160 for brightening. Yep, 380 and 160. So I actually did a separate video on these concealers, you guys, because I love them so much. The video should actually already be up on my channel. You can just click the link up above if you guys do want to see my thoughts on these concealers and how they work. I know I'm a little bit late, well, not a little bit, I'm actually a lot late on picking up this concealer because I just wasn't interested in it at first, but I definitely regret that. But that's all I'm gonna say about these concealers. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys I did get those concealers as well. So now we can move on to blush. I actually got all of the House Lab blushes. I did get the Pomelo Peach shade, I believe, but unfortunately that shade did not work for my skin tone. So yeah, it was just too light and too ashy. So I ended up just returning that one and keeping the 5. So I'm actually going to take Firemoon today, which I can show you guys what that shade looks like, but I'm going to show you all the shades that I got. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. It is so beautiful, and I love a deep like brownish terracotta shade. So that's what that shade looks like. Hopefully you can see. But yeah, it looks like this. It is literally gorgeous. So that's the shade that I'm going to be using today. So the next shade that I do like that I picked up is in the shade French Rosette, which is very similar to Firemoon, but I feel like this one pulls a little bit more orangey pink on the skin. And that's what this one looks like. It is so pretty. And I can go ahead and swatch it for you guys as well. And pray to God that y'all can actually see it. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna just tilt my arm like this so you can see. That is really pretty. Then the next shade that I picked up is Hibiscus Haze. I think that's how you say it. And that is what the packaging looks like. I honestly love when brands do this, when they make like the outer packaging is something the same color as the blush or the product in the container. So yeah, I really do like that feature a lot. It wasn't originally like this. As you guys should know, House Labs did rebrand their blushes. They were way bigger than this at one point, and it didn't have like the same color to match it. But yeah, they did rebrand. So that is what came with that. And as you can see, it's a beautiful pink. I am hoping and praying y'all can see my swatches. So yeah, I definitely like that one. So the next one that I'm about to show you guys, I feel like it's very similar on the skin. This one is Dragon Fruit Days. I was honestly so close to returning the Dragon Fruit Days just because it was so similar to Hibiscus Haze, but it is gorgeous. I honestly expected this blush to be just a little bit more vibrant on the skin, but it looks so similar to the one that we previously just talked about. Hopefully y'all can see. But yeah, they look very similar on the cheeks, but nevertheless, it's still a beautiful shade. And then the last shade that I got is Watermelon Bliss. This is a beautiful shade, you guys. Perfect for the summertime. It's very, very popular. This is what the packaging looks like. It is so pretty. I love this shade so much. It is super, super vibrant. Very pigmented. I know you guys are going to be able to see that. It is gorgeous, so gorgeous. So yeah, I'm just going to take just a little bit of the Juvia's Place blush, and I'm going to blend that out with my angle brush. And you guys only need a little bit. Like, this liquid blush is no joke at all. You could honestly just do this and set it with some translucent powder and be good to go, honestly. It is literally just that pigmented. So then after I blend out my blush, I like to go back into my concealer and just blend out the edges so everything just has a more seamless blend. And then now I'm going to go into my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Banana Bread. I actually picked up 2 of the minis. I already had one in Peach Pie. Like, I have the full size and I have the mini size as well, but I end up giving one of those to my friend so she can try it out, and I just let her keep it because she really liked the powder. So I just ended up picking up another Peach Pie powder to keep for myself, and I ended up going ahead and picking up Banana Bread as well because I really do like this shade a lot. I like the shade better than Blondie in my opinion. Blondie is just a little bit too much on the yellow side for me, but Banana Bread is like perfect. So I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I'm so used to the Huda Beauty powder just looking really good right off the bat, and I don't know how I feel about this powder with this concealer. Like, I don't really know if I just let it sit on my skin a little bit too long before setting it, but usually I can do that with any other concealer and it just looks really nice and smooth. I don't really know if I like the Fenty concealer, to be honest. Like, it is settling into my creases pretty intensely, and I do have creasy under eyes, but I feel like with this concealer it's just doing it like way too much. So I don't know, maybe I could just go in with a lighter hand. Okay, so I do like how this side looks better than this side, but yeah, I'm not sure, you guys. I'm not sure how I feel about the concealer from Fenty. Because I know it's definitely not the powder. I love this powder and it works amazingly with every single concealer that I own. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how it's looking on camera, but in person, I'm definitely not liking the way that it's looking. And I honestly think it's the concealer. Yeah, I'm definitely not sure about that, y'all. I don't know. So yeah, just moving on, I'm going to take my blush brush and we can go right into the blush. I did say I was using Firemoon today, so yeah, I did not swatch that one because y'all are about to see it on my skin, but this is what the color looks like as far as the packaging. I think I already showed y'all that. Let's go ahead and set that blush, which is just so gorgeous, y'all. I will say that I do wish that the House Lab blushes was just a little bit more pigmented. I honestly don't know if I would be repurchasing the blushes once I do run out. I am that type of person. I do like a very pigmented blush, and I feel like with this one you either have to use a cream or you have to really build it up, and I don't really like blushes like that. I like intense blush because I'm not gonna want to go in with a cream blush all the time, and I don't want to have to depend on a cream blush for me to get the pigmentation and the color payoff that I want from a powder blush. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. I did end up picking up a bronzer from House Labs as well, but unfortunately that shade did not work for me, so I don't have a new bronzer. I'm just gonna go into my One Size palette, and I'm gonna take dark, and I'm just gonna take this lightest shade up here, and I'm gonna take the same brush that I used to blend out my cream bronzer. So you guys, I decided to put a little bit of the banana bread powder on this part of my cheek. I do notice when I go in with the Juvia's Place liquid blush, it does just stay hydrated and kind of like creamy in this area right here. No matter how many times I go in with a layer of the powder blush, it just never seems to like get 100% matte. So I decided to just go ahead and let some powder just sit on the skin to soak up that moisture, and it definitely did it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do instead of just going in with so many layers of blush. I don't want to overdo it. I feel like this looks pretty nice. So I'm going to move on to the lower lash line and do my lashes off of camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and put on my lashes and did my lower lash line off of camera. So I also used my lip liner. This is not new or anything like that, but that's the one that I always use. It is in the shade Simma Brown Now from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna just take a little bit of powder just to set that in place. And then for the 3 lip products that I had got, they're all from Fenty Beauty. They're all lip glosses. I had got the shade Hot Chocolate Heats. This is the Gloss Bomb, but this is the Heat collection, which I want to say they're lip glosses, but they're in the matte formula. And then I had got the hot chocolate to go with it, but this is the luminizer, and this is also a lip plumper as well. And it's no joke, you guys. I think this is the one that I'm going to use for today. And I had also got the iconic Fuchsia Flex, you guys. Like, a lot of people have been going crazy over this shade on TikTok. So it is this beautiful fuchsia shade. I'm going to swatch it right here. And obviously pray to God that you guys can see it, but yeah, it is gorgeous. I would love to do a like smoky eye, or just keep the eyes bare with Night Moth lip pencil and just put this all over the lips. I feel like that would be so pretty. I feel like that's what majority of everyone was doing anyway, was using the Night Moth lip pencil from MAC with that lip gloss. And they smell really good too. They smell like candy. It smells really sweet. And I can go ahead and swatch the other one as well. This is the Chocolate Heat one. And that's what that looks like. Very beautiful, you guys. I love how rich and chocolate the shade is. So yeah, we're just gonna go into the luminizer, which honestly is not too different from the Heat Gloss Bomb. But before I do that, you guys, I actually want to use that Gloss Bomb as a topper. I do want to go in with more of a nude lip, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my, you know, typical lip combo and then top it off with this lip gloss. So I actually really like how that looks. I love how the gloss feels on the lips, you guys. It's not too thick and it's not too thin either. I feel like it is like the perfect in between. So yeah, this is pretty much what we got so far. I do have to contour my nose. I'll do that off of camera, and then I will go ahead and show you guys a couple of highlighters that I just recently purchased. Okay, you guys, so for a highlight, I did end up picking up the highlighters from House Labs as well when I did the purchase with the blushes and the bronzer. So yeah, I ended up getting the 2 shades. I actually got 3 shades. I got Sunstone, then I ended up getting Pink Amethyst and Peach Quartz. So Sunstone was just a little bit too light for my skin tone, so I ended up just keeping Pink Amethyst and Peach Quartz. So today, I think I'm actually going to mix the 2 instead of just going in with Peach Quartz. Peach Quartz goes like perfectly with this eyeshadow look. However, I do want to use the Pink Amethyst one because it is gorgeous, you guys. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all the highlighters first. So this one is Pink Amethyst, which this is literally my favorite one. You guys, the camera will not do it justice at all, but it is gorgeous. It is so beautiful, and you guys will pretty much see it on my skin. And hopefully it actually does it justice on camera once you guys see it on my skin. So yeah, that is the pink Amethyst. And then for the peach Quartz, it's just more of like a lighter tone, warmer gold shade. And I don't know if I showed y'all, but this is what the packaging looks like. It's like a holographic kind of look to it. So yeah, that's what the peach Quartz looks like. This is also beautiful as well, you guys. Like, I will say that the pink Amethyst one is just a little bit more intense than the peach Quartz, but either way, it is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm just gonna take peach Quartz, and I'm actually going to spray my brush and just apply that first. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And I'm just going to put that gold shade. I honestly prefer to use these highlighters wet. I honestly prefer to do that with all of my highlighters, but especially this one, I do feel like I have to wet my brush in order to get this really nice, like intense kind of highlight. Sometimes I like to go in for more of a subtle highlight, and sometimes I like a blinded one like this. So yeah, if I want more of a blinded look, then I have to spray my brush. So now we can top this off with just a little bit of pink Amethyst, and I'm literally going to do the same thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Now y'all, this highlight is something that I can definitely see myself repurchasing. This is probably the only thing so far that I have from House Labs that I see myself repurchasing, but this is gorgeous. I don't know if that made a difference. You probably can't tell on camera, but I can definitely see like a pink hue. It is so pretty, you guys. I love it so much. So before I end today's video and I go ahead and set my face and everything like that, I want to show you guys the last two products that I picked up from Sephora. They're both from one size, so I ended up picking up another spray. I have 5 of these in total, you guys, which is definitely not necessary, but I love this spray so much, especially considering the fact that we're going into summer. So I just want to make sure that I stock up on these. So I just went ahead and picked up another one. And then I picked up a new blush from one size. It is not a new blush as far as their collection Girly Pop is, which I'm going to be getting that soon as well. But this one is one that I've been eyeing for a minute, and it is Freaky Peach. It is so gorgeous, you guys. I'm not going to swatch this one just because one size is actually coming out with a peach powder, which I'm very excited about. So I'm going to be using this blush for that video, so just stay tuned for that. But yeah, when you open it, this is what it looks like. It is so pretty. I will say a lot of times with one size products, they do look a little bit lighter in pan than what they do on the skin. So I never really picked up this one because I felt like it was just too light. But when I swatched it in the store and actually swatched it on my face, it showed up really nicely even without the cream. So I was just like, okay, I need to pick up this product. It is literally so pretty, and I'm honestly more into the peachy tone blushes for the summer. So I just did that to just give my face a drink of water. Now I'm just going to seal everything in with the one size spray. Okay, you guys, so this is literally the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new. If you guys do plan on picking up any of these products, then let me know in the comments down below. Or if you already do have these products, then let me know in the comments down below as well. How do you feel about the products? So yeah, you guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.